football, baby, here we go. We got the New York Giants versus the Washington football team. Daniel Jones set to duel with Tyler Heineke. And this is a classic traditional game of Thursday night football, isn't it? One of these O's has got to go. I'm very excited to watch one of these teams win by a weird score like 18-15 or something like that. So let's get right into my action. 2 picks for tonight. We're going to start things off with the New York Giants plus 3.5. So we're all very quick to throw dirt on the grave of the Giants whenever they have a bad game, a bad performance, which is quite often, to be completely fair. But let's not pretend like the football team is coming off some great game in week 1 either. I actually think their performance was much worse than the final score of their loss versus the Chargers indicated when they lost 20-16. They only lost by 4 points, but they were outgained by 165 yards in that game. They lost the time of possession battle by about 12 minutes. All this despite the fact that they had 67 fewer penalty yards and that ridiculous fumble through the end zone rule. So they got some pretty big breaks in that game. They failed to capitalize against a team traveling cross country with a head coach coaching in the NFL for the very first time. So who knows? A lot of people high on Washington coming in to the season. You can't judge them just on one game, but maybe a little bit overrated. We'll find out a little bit more about them tonight. Of course, these teams played twice last season. The Giants won both of those games. Maybe they didn't deserve to win them, but you look at those games. One game was decided by 3 points. One game was decided by 1. But you take a look at the rosters last year compared to this year, and you ask, what's different? Not a whole lot, really. That's my answer to that question. 2 underwhelming offenses, and of course, the revolving door at quarterback for Washington continues. Tyler Heineke stepping in just 4 days to prepare for the game. I don't think that's going to help him by any means. I think we're looking at a 3-point game either way. That's why I love the hook with the Giants plus 3.5. And the Giants, they go on the road and they cover spreads. I can't quite explain it, but they are 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 road games. So I'll take New York to take care of business here, plus 3.5. Next up, my favorite player prop of the night. We're going to go with Antonio Gibson, over 18.5 receiving yards, coming in at minus 113. So Gibson had more targets than any other Washington player in week 1. Only 5, but perhaps that is a tell regarding how Washington plans on using him this season as the feature running back. He had some success in the passing game versus the Giants in those games last season. 35 receiving yards in one game, 25 in the other. And New York is a team that can be exploited by running backs in the passing game. In 2020, they allowed the 4th most receiving yards to running backs in all of the NFL. So I love Gibson, over 18.5. He can get that on 1 catch. So there you have it, my best bets for this Thursday night football game. Let me know what your best bets are down in the comment section below. Give me a like if you liked this video, a dislike if you didn't like it for some weird reason. Good luck with your bets tonight unless you are fading me, and as always, keep chasing that paper. Woo!